Hey everyone, Reed here, one of the co-founders of Wrangle, back with another tutorial. We are picking up right where we left off with how to talk to Copilot and make the most out of the available sourcing tools. So when you're in a sourcing project, at any point you can just talk to the Copilot by clicking something in this chat box and typing any of the commands or just talking to it in natural language to try to get answers to your questions. So let's go through what it's able to do. First, at any point you can say, what does a company do? Let's say Equinix in this case. Does Equinix do? And it'll use the information it has available in the context to give you an answer. Data centers and internet connection service, which makes sense. He was a lead data scientist too. So yeah, I mean, at any point you can just ask for information. You can say, how much has this company raised? What industry is this company in? Etc. Things like that. Talk to it as if it's like ChatGPT, just giving you answers about questions. You can also ask it to perform actions for you. So in this case, let's start off by saying, find me 100 more people, please. It'll use the context it has available from our conversation and from the initial query, of course, to gather insights from the current candidates and then pull more people that match those candidates. So it's fetching new candidates right now. It should only take a second. We see we have 251 right now. Now we have 348. It just pulled in 97 more. And it'll evaluate them on the same criteria that it evaluated all the previous people on. As we can see here, it's just going to add them to the candidate list like so. And for candidates that are highly rated, you'll see them pop up at the top. You can also ask it to find you different candidates. So let's say you're looking for people who are at a specific company. Let's say, find me candidates who currently work at Google. Now what it'll be doing is adding this new query to the context, so it'll be pulling a new pool of candidates that meet the new criteria. You can ask for things like years of experience, specific locations, specific companies. You can ask for even a completely different role. You could say like, find me product designers, in case you're trying to run a hybrid search with multiple different roles, just to compile a general list of people who meet criteria. So it'll just, pulled in 200 more now. These people will all be currently employed at Google, and it'll be evaluating them on the same criteria as before. You can also ask it to narrow down your existing candidate pool. So now that we have 543 candidates, that is a lot of them. This would take normally a long time to go through, especially if we wanted to find some people who meet some narrow criteria. But let's say we were looking for only candidates who went to an Ivy League school. Let's say, please narrow down the candidate pool to show only candidates who went to Ivy Leagues. We can see here the top candidate now. It's also at Google. And after each action, it'll also give an analysis on the rough breakdown of the ratings. So 90 plus is excellent. Here we have a pretty decent search with 91% average score. But now what it's doing is filtering each candidate. So it goes through candidates one by one, passes in their full profile, as well as what you're looking for. In this case, only Ivy Leagues. And they will hide everyone that doesn't meet that criteria, and then just keep the ones that do in this sourcing pool for you to go through. So let's give it a moment to finish up the filtering. And then we'll see 148 candidates moved here. It looks like I found a lot that did go to Ivy Leagues. And this way you can kind of quickly parse through these pools. If we said something like narrow down the existing pool to candidates that have only worked in tech for over 10 years, it would also narrow down the existing pool of 395. So it does that way. And yeah, you can just kind of work out of a project and keep talking to Copilot to fetch you more people, filter them, adjust the criteria, prioritize different things. You can even ask it to add different evaluation criteria in case you want new evaluations or to remove some because they don't align with what you're actually looking for in candidates. You can adjust importance. You can pretty much do anything that you would want to do over a list of candidates. And at any point, you can shortlist candidates and then add the ones from your shortlist to the collections, like this data science one that we have here. It'll tell us when the candidates are added. And then in the next list, I'll go over how to use the shortlist. So I'll catch you in the next tutorial.